say, how come Sonny didn't go through those 100 formulas? Listen. Let's talk about our all stations to central, because I think it's always better to understand rather than memorize things. All stations to central. We have A here, we have S here, we've got T here, and we've got C here. Theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 360 minus theta. Sounds good? Okay. If I told you, we already know now that for sine to be positive, it would be in A and S. For tan to be positive, it would be in A and T. For C to be positive, it would be in A and C. Or cos to be positive, it would be A and C. Is that all right? Okay. What if I was, for some reason, I wanted to cos something in sine? So I wanted to cos this answer, 180 minus theta. Well, what happens, because cos is only positive here and here, if you're cosing something that's here and here, it's allowed, it just won't be positive. It'll just be negative of itself. So your teacher's going to go and teach you 4, 8, 12, 16 formulas to memorize. You're not going to, because there's just so much. You're going to be like, whoa, Trigo's so hard. But it's not. It's because you're not understanding actually what's happening. So one more time, if I said let's cos 360 minus theta, guess what the answer is? Just cos theta, because it's already cosing an angle that is in its quadrant. And the last one, what if I said let's cos 180 plus theta? What's the answer? Negative cos theta. All right, one more time. What is sine 180 minus theta? Sine theta. What's sine 180 plus theta? All right, you're very welcome. I just saved your life, because you guys were going to look at all this and be like, what is happening? Because look how bad it looks. You're going to actually see that. When you do it, you'll remember me. You'll see it's weird. But it's actually so easy now that you understand what is actually happening. So simple. So this question says tan 180 plus theta. I haven't read the question yet, so we're just going to focus on that for a second. Tan 180 plus theta will equal to tan theta. That's it. So that one's simplified. That one's done. Because the 180 plus theta, because the 180 plus theta is in the tan region. So therefore it will be positive. It will be itself positively. Because remember, this and this are the same. They're both positive. Does that make sense? So it's going to be tan of theta. Whereas if I was cosing this angle, well, cos should have been here or here. So therefore, it's not going to be a positive cos. It should be negative cos. That's technically what's happening. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Tell me. Don't accept anything. I like it when you question me, because if you question me, others are already thinking about it as well. Yeah.
So because there's a theta and 180 plus theta, could you just use that theta to say tan and then whatever that theta was?
Wait. Start again. Go.
The theta in the brackets.
The theta in the bracket. So this angle in this bracket here?
Let's say it's 45. Could you take that and say tan theta is tan 45 as well?
Now hold on. 45 degrees is where? 45 degrees is here now. So tan 45 is still going to become tan 45. It's still positive. We're not talking about tan 45. We're talking about 180 plus 45. So what angle are we talking about? For example, tan. Okay, so let's take a step back. What angle would exist from here to here? What angle would exist from there to there? 0 to 90. Not 90, 0 to 90. What angles would exist from here to here? You agree or you don't agree?
Wait,
Because aren't we going anti-clockwise? And then if you said this is 0 to 90 degrees, aren't these angles from 90 to 180 degrees?
Why is it not 0 to 180? Oh.
Well, no. 0 to 180 would be 0 to 180. All the way from 0 again to 180. But if we're starting just from here, we're going 90 to 180. What would this angle be now? From here to here?
180 to 270.
180 to 270. And then, of course, this is any number from 270 to 360. That's why it's 360 minus theta. That's why this is 180 plus theta. So you said 45 degrees. 45 degrees would be right here. So that's got nothing to do with tan that we're talking about. What angle are we talking about? We're talking about tanning 225, for example. 225 is right there. So tan 225 is the same as tan 45. Why? Because that's 180 plus 45 degrees, which is the same as tan 45. But you don't need to look at it like that, because if it was a number, you would have just plugged it into a calculator. That's what we just did before, right? We just plugged I never even showed you guys on a diagram. Your teachers will. I don't think you need to, because it's all done in a calculator. But if it's non-numerical, i.e. like what I just wrote there, 180 plus theta, now you've got to actually understand why it's happening or where it's happening. So if you were, just again one more time, here, which we'll call it 150 degrees, if I was tanning 150, we're not interested in the answer just yet, but is the answer going to be positive or negative? We're tanning 150.
Oh, negative.
It's going to be negative. Plug it into your calculator, watch. Tan 150. It's going to give you negative 0.577. So all we're interested in is just more, is it tan, is it negative or positive? That's what we're looking at in the black.
Oh, okay.
Cool?
Yeah.
Done. That's okay. Rub. Back to it. So we said this answer was tan 180 plus theta because tan theta. Now tan 360 plus theta. Well, that's really weird. I don't even have a 360 plus theta. Let's see who's going to put 2 and 2 together. Tan 360 plus 360 plus theta. 360 plus theta. All right. Answer equals, what do we think? Positive or negative? Positive tan theta. You started here. You just added 360 to it. You're still there. So, and then if you don't believe me, go and put theta as anything you like. So let's say theta was 40 degrees. Go put tan 400, tan 40. We'll give you the same answer. Put tan 390, tan 30. Give you the same answer. Because all you're doing, you're adding 360 to it. So it has to be the same. Sounds good? So let's look at what the question was asking, because I didn't read it yet. If tan A equals P, expressed in terms of P, this. Well, we just found, we labeled them as theta. We'll change it to A's. If tan A equals to P, well, what's tan A plus tan A? Because the question said tan 180 plus A, tan 360 plus A. Tan A plus A is 2 tan A, which is just 2P. So the answer to that's tan A plus tan A, which equals 2 tan A equals, I know, very easy, but you've got to realize that it's easy. You guys have to realize it's easy, because on the face value of it all, it just looks like a whole lot of gibberish.